Hello there, chaotic gremlins, and welcome back to another video. This is Brown's video. It is the 8th video in the series. So, we're done. Yippee fireworks effects. We're finally finished with our Redesigning color series. As I stated before, next video is going to be a little break from these redesigns. I'm going to do a little digital sketch vlog, as I did a lot of sketches in my notebook and then I digitally color them in because my sketchbook that I have right now is not suitable for alcohol-based markers. And I realized I have sketchbooks lined up after this that are still not suitable for alcohol-based markers. And I've been drawing a lot of these as post references, redesign references during class. So take that as well. They're a little messy, but that's why they're just going to be a casual sketch vlog. I'll talk a little bit more about that in that video, but have a break. And then the following week, it will be the civilian roundup look. I don't know how to describe it. It's going to be the colors in their school uniform and their casual looks. We're also going to include Greg and Tyler in that. I finished Vivian's on Saturday. It took 5 hours. And also, they're not going to be full bodies. They're going to be like mid-leg. I don't know, because it's not a bust. And it doesn't end at their hips. It's not going to be a full body. That's just like the overall thing. So that's going to be it. There will not be a height check because of that. I know I promised it. You know what? I'll do a proper height check with the characters one day. But the hyperfixation with the colors is slowly starting to fade away, and it's being replaced by hyperfixation with the works I am actually trying to work on to be published by the time I graduate school. It's just like less than a year, so maybe not published, but on the way there. Also, commissions are open, so like always, check out my Kofi. There's more information there. It will really mean a lot if you guys just commission. Even if you just donate $3 a month, that will help a lot, especially with groceries. I didn't really have enough. I barely had enough for this week. Thankfully, I'm going to my parents for the holidays for the next couple of weeks, so I wouldn't have to worry about money for that, but it would be nice. I think that's it for announcements. Okay, we talked about commissions. We talked about the schedule. Oh yeah, I will be taking a break. The week of New Year's, there will be no videos uploaded that day, but I'll be working on art stuff. It's more like I want to take a break before the next quarter starts. I will be taking primarily a lot of writing courses. So the homework will be a little bit more relaxed, thankfully, but try to get my head in the right space, time management in the right space. Also, I think I'm getting sick again, which makes sense. I got sick during midterms, so it makes sense I'm getting sick during finals. I think it's the stress. So I'm trying to record this video to get it out before my voice leaves me. That way we can have the final series before the year ends. Okay, I think that's it. This is actually my second time recording because apparently there's a flood happening, like a pipe burst or something. So my recording got interrupted and I completely forgot what I was saying. So of course I re-recorded everything. So okay, let's move on to the Speedpaint. Okay, this is Brown, or as I like to call her, Jane Opimieme. That's with a Spanish accent. I am so sorry. Jane means brown eyes, and Opimieme means gratitude is suitable for me. And I think that really represents Brown as a character. One, the brown eyes, haha, very funny. It's very obvious. But the Opimieme, she really is the last puzzle piece of this story. So for a little bit of context, I have talked about how I created this group way back when, like in sophomore year, just because I was doing with color pens. That's not the case with Brown, actually. Brown came to be in 2020 during quarantine. Actually, it was during the very start of quarantine because I ran out of sketchbooks and I needed to ask my parents to go get one, so they just grabbed the basic one from a dollar store, and yeah, I couldn't use my markers. It was really sad. So yes, Brown wasn't included in the original roundup. She was a character design that I decided to work on. Because around this time, I was just like, we have all the colors in the rainbow and pink. What's another color? And I was like, brown. Because I was already thinking of like a story, but not really. So I designed brown. Brown's design was very based on theater and horse girl, animal princess, kind of like that vibe. I'm not sure if there was a coherent thought, but I did draw it and I managed to get it. And I was like, okay. And I didn't really think much about it. Well, like every other character I have. However, once I started redesigning and thinking of the actual plot of colors, she became a permanent character, as well as she got a magical girl Sona, which is why she gets a redesign. Which was actually really hard because there was a lot of different aspects I wanted to include for Brown. I think you can see it in the Speedpaint where I kept on erasing, redoing, because I wanted her to have this like off shoulder. I'm not sure if I have it as a reference picture here for the off shoulder. What's it called? Like sleeve, Victorian sleeve thing. I really wanted that to be for her. I thought it looked really well. However, it didn't happen. I couldn't figure out how to make it work. I tried so hard, but like it didn't look right. It looked very cluttered when I started adding the skirt and the dress. Because I was very much inspired by the dress. You can see I practically ripped it off. My bad. I promise I won't do that again. Maybe. It's just I don't know. I thought maybe because it was already in the brown color scheme, thought it looked suitable for her. But I was like, this is like that princessy animal talking vibe that I want for her. So I was thinking that I really wanted to incorporate it, but I also like the Victorian sleeve. However, that didn't come to be. I tried really hard. It just look, man, it was really hard to incorporate it without being crowded because then it was just going to be fluffy sleeve with the fluffy like bottom half and then all this, it just wasn't going to work. So I just kept it as it is. Her hair is, oh my god, excuse me, my bad. Also, she doesn't have glasses in her magical girl son because magic cures blindness. I wish I had that. So yeah, no glasses. Also, no hat. In her civilian form, you're going to see she does have a hat, which is why she's really shy. So, I should have a bit of a more backstory. I also included the way that she's not part of the original run by having Brown not grow up with them. There is plot why Brown didn't grow up with the rest of them or any group, but that kind of like spoils a lot of the conflict slash climax of the story. So I won't go into it, but she does get introduced in high school. And she's nervous because at this point, all the colors have become really best friends. And they're really, even if they have gelled well as a team, they'll have their own individual friend groups as well within that team. So Brown feels very much like an outsider, which is why she has more of a shy thing going on, but that's because she's trying to get used to it, especially because she didn't really know that she had this. So her design, the gloves, I wanted to keep it. I thought they looked really cute from the inspo. I kept her tights. I kept the dress, but I included the fur lining as the like belt cut off because I think it worked really well to show that she has that animal connection as one of her powers, which I included by drawing a little bunny rabbit and a bird later on in the video. I also took I took great inspiration from these shoes. I love fantasy shoes. I don't think I put as much detail as I should have, so it doesn't look much, but like the little dots are supposed to be like little beads falling through, and it's supposed to just give it like a winter aesthetic. Why? I don't know. It doesn't even fit it, but I guess. So yeah, like that's basically Brown's like I decided to do very much Disney princess, but still look coherent enough. I feel like none of them are coherent. They don't look like they belong on a team, but that's okay. Because isn't that the point of anything? Maybe. they look coherent enough where like it's just like, yeah, these are all too crazy. Cosplay convention even. So yeah. So that's kind of how it is, I think. It's just that She's just gonna be like the outsider when we pick up the story. She doesn't want to be, but that's just how it is. I might just wrap up this video because I really am starting to feel the sickness starting to set in. Like my eyes want to close, but I still have finals to work on. So if I show up to work sick tomorrow, that's okay as long as I get this video done. Okay, so yeah, that's Brown. There's not much else to say besides the redesign. I mean, I think her original, I kept like very much like the messenger boy aesthetic, but now it's like, let's actually talk about the animal aesthetic because I think like it gives off Disney princess. So I was trying to go into the princess vibe. But yeah, that's Brown. That's the speed paint. I'm so sorry for the low energy. I might re-record this, but not. I need to get this video up by tomorrow, which is Wednesday. Go check out my other socials. I have Twitter, I have TikTok, I have Instagram. Check out my Kofi. Click on the bell. Click the Yep, the energy's falling. The subscribe button. Like the video. And have a good day. So yeah, cat of gremlins, stay hydrated, take your medication. Don't do what I did, where I overworked myself to the point where I want to just die. Not die. Just want to sleep. YouTube, don't take this out. But yeah, I think that's it. Again, check out my commissions and have a wonderful day. Goodbye, chaotic gremlins.